Good morning, good evening, and welcome to World of Warships. My name is Robin, and today we will be sailing the Tier 6 British cruiser Leander. But first of all, thank you very much for tuning in the video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy your time here. It has been a while since I have done a full episode like this. I know I have showcased the Leander before, but I feel like the two battles you're about to see are worthy of another feature. With everything happening to the game, new ships getting implemented, new visuals and mechanics, I should probably try to keep my videos up to date, but one step at a time is my actual motto. Firsthand, I have a lot of old footage I want to share with you guys first, before we showcase some more recent stuff like British battleships, French cruisers, or even the upcoming Pan-Asian destroyers. And I accumulated a lot of footage this past month. I have some nice things to cover in the future, with some ships that never had their time on this channel, like the Atlanta, the Belfast, the Scores, Des Moines, Kamikaze R, King George, Missouri, Z52, and even the Yubari. That is actually a lot of videos to work on. And I am so torn up between the lack of time to edit these actual episodes and the strong desire to share them with you guys. But for now, Leander it is. This episode will feature two battles, like I said earlier. And let's get back to the actual description of the ship we're about to sail in. The Leander has 8 152mm guns with a top range of 13.2 kilometers, 28,700 points of health, 8 torpedoes with a top range of 8 kilometers and a top speed of 32.5 knots. Her anti-air defense system is rated 36. Her surface detection is 8.8 kilometers and the armor thickness goes from 13 to 100 millimeters. For the upgrades I've installed, we have Main Armament Modification 1, Aiming System Modification 1, Damage Control System Modification 1 and Steering Gears Modification 2. For my commander, Preventive Maintenance, Expert Marksman, Smokescreen Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Last Stand, Torpedo Armament Expertise, Superintendent and Concealment Expert. Being the first definition of what a true British cruiser is, the Leander, under its fragile looks, packs a powerful punch. If you've seen my British Superiority series, you might remember the good old times we had sailing her, and today is the occasion to feel a bit nostalgic and bring her to sea again. But that's enough of these descriptions. Let's go ahead and take the Leander to battle. And here we are on the map Trap Domination Mode. We have spawned on the western part of the map, and I'm heading towards Objective B. Dangerous plan, I agree, especially when the matchmaking had us pitted against Tier 8s. But I can hopefully rely on friendly destroyers to escort me and assist in this push. I have to acknowledge that this replay is quite old, actually, a month, maybe 2, but as long as I consider the gameplay entertaining, I don't see the downside of making it a video. Philip, sailing the Tier 6 Warspite, is right behind me and he decides to close in as well. We got a friendly Benson with us too. His smoke and spotting could come in very handy. But as you can see, this matchmaking is very destroyers and battleships focused. Only 2 cruisers in each teams, and since I'm one of them, I have to use everything in my powers to fulfill my duty and compensate the slack. Just as a personal quick opinion, I think this map is one of my least preferred out of all. The layout is not really comfortable, and I feel like every battle played here have kind of the same upshot. The team that gets the center points first set up to defend it until one flank is cleared, and then all the warships converge towards the center to finish the game in close quarter combat. There is no real flanking opportunities and mostly frontal assault almost every time. Same for the map loop in my opinion, but that is a subject for another time. Right now, B is contested. Torpedoes were already in the water, so we do have an enemy destroyer nearby, if not multiple. But I have backup behind me, so I'm not really afraid to push in and try to flush out these enemy warships. Hydroacoustic is up, and hello, enemy Kagero gets revealed. We instantly engage her, and surprise, one Kagero just became two. So much for being sneaky, although this area is about to turn into a torpedo soup real fast. Smoke from my friendlies, I do not want to use it, since I intend on keeping this destroyer spotted. We do have enough firepower to repel them, so I decide to keep on moving forward. Another enemy destroyer is spotted, and the enemy Farragut is here as well. There is a party going on here, and I'm the best dancer of them all, so let's dance, destroyers. Show me what you got. I launched my torpedoes at the Kagero's last known position. I'm trying to close in, so my hydroacoustic would pick up on them, but no need. One of our torpedo is going to connect with one Kagero. I immediately take the shot at the guest position, and we actually get the kill and a devastating strike. That is one Kagero down. Although I am a bit overextending and I have no idea about how large is the enemy force at sea. I do not want to get caught in a nasty crossfire between the two remaining destroyers on B and the enemy ships pushing inside C, so I decide to lay down my smoke here. With the enemy Kagero taken care of, and thanks to the help of my friendlies, all destroyers are retreating big time. The Farragut is not as lucky as the second Kagero and gets taken out. We can finally start capturing the zone, although the enemies have already secured Objective C and the bulk of their force is stacked up over there, dead in front of us. Tirpitz, Nagato, Bismarck, Hipper, you name it. I have a minute to maneuver so I can get, pardon my French, the fuck out of here, because all these warships are more than ready to push our position. Another enemy destroyer, the Z-23, is detected, lurking around very close to us. He lays down his smoke, and that is the last red flag for me. I have to go now, big time, because my smoke is getting torped for sure. So, full forward, I might get spotted and be under loads of fire, but I have no other choices. And I was right. The second I moved out, torpedoes were arriving. We can evade, but we can't say the same for our friendly Kagero, unfortunately. Now it is time for us to wiggle our asses and create some distance in order to reconcile. But the enemy battleships are already pushing in. Philip, behind me, is using my smoke as cover, but he has to retreat as well, or he might run the risk of getting focused down hard. That situation right there is the direct consequence of our early push inside B, and like I said, the action is now going to go down here, now that both teams have respectively secured one flank. While we do have some allied warships northeast able to crossfire the entire enemy team, they are not putting enough pressure on to make them reconsider their push towards B. Our hope would be to stall their force long enough for the Benson and Mogami to flank from the east, or the Minsk and New Mexico peeking close range from the west. But for now, Philip and I, now both kinda left alone here, are hauling ass with the maximum amount of ass we can possibly haul, while trying to damage that Bismarck quite in vain. But Scharnhorst for the rescue. In a swift move, our German battlecruiser picks the island, point blank range from that Bismarck, and by doing so, he will allow Philip to disengage and repair his ship, while I can take a decent position to lay down my smoke. That Shan, maybe without even realizing it, kinda saved the both of us by getting the enemy's attention off of our backs. So, thanks to him, we can take a bit of a breather. The enemy team is in the lead though. Close, but still. She does have the advantage on points and soon in ship numbers. It's only a matter of time before Objective B falls into their hands as well, since our ships at sea did not survive, and the enemies don't have to worry about a pincer move anymore, and can freely progress towards B and towards us. On top of it, we have ourselves a nice cyclone setting in. I don't really know how to feel about this, but it might allow our team to regroup and pick itself up at least. On a side note, I am now realizing that I was actually talking live with Philip. So, for the duration of that storm, let me switch you guys to our actual comms. I think it would be more interesting to hear what we were saying to one another, even though, as a disclaimer, there will be a lot of swearing, F-bombs and else, but it is still fun anyway. I can be pretty aggressive and sassy when I play this game sometime, and this is going to be a prime example of it, but I'll let you get to it. Actually, I kinda want you guys to play a game for me right now. For the remainder of this battle, I want you to count the amount of F-bombs I dropped and tell me your results in the comments down below, just so I can have a bit of a laugh. Alright, I will leave you to it and come back in just a moment. Okay.
Saved by the concealment.
Saved by the queen. Okay.
Saved by the cyclone concealment.
What, a Heaper on a Kagero? I can go back inside B, see if I can find out fucking Tirpitz again. He's coming for you though, mate.
Yeah.
Big fucking time. How much health do you have?
Not much. 2,000.
Okay, in New Mexico you have gonna have to be what? Oh, Kagero's here.
I'm recovering some.
Kagero's here for sure. Gonna have to fight a fucking Heaper. I do not want to do that.
Oof. Ah, I'm detected. I'm dead.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
I'm detected by a DD.
Yeah, me too. I think he's detecting me as well. I think it's the same dude. Detecting the both of us. Come on, Heaper, where the fuck are you? There you are, son of a gun.
Herbert tried to blind fire me. Because last time he saw me.
Now there's a Belfast now to worry about. B is still compromised by the fucking Kagero. This is insane. Let me turn the guns again.
Not detected anymore.
I need to find that fucking Kagero. I'm contesting B, but for how long I don't know. Oh, Shanhouse is coming back. Shanhouse is coming back to help. No, the Kagero, not the Tirpitz. Tirpitz is on the high seas. There's no way it's the Tirpitz.
Think he's following me?
No, maybe he went for 8,000.
At this moment I have 11,000 and I can recover a little bit more.
What is the Benson doing? What is the Minsk doing? There's a Belfast coming behind us. My hydroacoustic just fucking died. I don't know what a Tirpitz is. That Kagero is insanely fucking stealthy. I can't even... There you fucking are! Yeah, you better fucking start smoking up, bitch. You better fucking start smoking up. Thanks for the smoke, actually. Yeah, see the chip is when A. Fucking hell! God damn.
Yeah, I recovered HP to 20,000. Yeah. Oh, and I can recover a little bit more.
Okay. I'm just gonna go for C.
We have advantage.
Yeah, we do.
Belfast is dead.
Nice.
There's a Kagero.
Yeah, I can't see her. Oh, just shot me. Son of a fucking bitch! He resetted me, of course. Shanho's fucking ladder up. No, he missed. Of course. Fucking Kagero. I'm gonna fucking teach you what's up. I'm gonna fucking teach you what's up, Kagero. You're gonna get so fucking annihilated. And she's fucking gone, of course. Two buy-ins. Two fucking buy-ins.
I don't know how healthy they are.
Me neither, but I'm about to know.
And I can recover HP for the last
I'm
time.
just gonna rush them both.
Yeah, I'm pushing too.
I'm just gonna rush them fucking both. It's both
And
torpedoes.
recovering HP for the last time this game.
I'm just gonna fucking rush them both. Come here, motherfuckers, come here.
Oh, they are super healthy.
Okay, wait until they eat all the tops in the fucking world here. Shooting HE. Oh my dear Bayern.
That's 7,000. Good help. I think the last player needs to stop.
Don't worry. He's gonna eat my torpedoes and I'm gonna get a double strike. And that's how it's done.
Purpose is coming back.
Yep. Full Tenoheika Benzai on that. Kagero is still alive? Yeah,
Kagero's
she
still
is.
alive.
I'm coming back for the tidbits.
Me too. That was a nice time to Cyclone dissipate
Yeah, right?
because it would be broadsided to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kagero is the right thing.
Kagero is gonna die. Shanhorse is gonna erase her because she's like 2,000 health or something.
Doesn't torp the Sharnhorse.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
She's dead.
Sharnhorse kill it.
She's dead. Should have turned the guns on her so much sooner. Well, Chipits, it's only you now.
And detected. Cyclone start. Oh, lit.
Is it lit?
Oh yeah.
Indeed. He's gonna get wrecked by the Shanhorse on this side, you on that side, me on that side.
Oh, he's shooting HE.
Yeah, Bayern was too.
I don't know these people shooting HE.
Right? Oh, I need more damage than this. I'm getting only non-penetrations. Yeah, I'm not even touching the guy. Nice job. Yeah, it was indeed. And here we go. That was a lot of swearing, holy hell, but we did secure a victory. Over 110,000 points of damage dealt, 7,000 XP earned, and 600,000 credits gained. We achieved Confederate, 2 devastating strikes, Double Strike, and Kraken Unleashed. The Leander can really pull her weight regardless of the tier, and even if luck and good team play was on our side, I think we still did pretty good. But bear with me still. We have one more battle to go with this pearl of a ship. So strap in, hold on, and let's move on to the next one. And here we are again, and this time on the map Ring, domination mode, and with a much more fair matchmaking. We are pitted mostly against tier 6 with a couple of tier 5s sailing around, nothing out of the ordinary. Our team has one less destroyer, we have one more cruiser, the balance should be just right. As for us, we are making our way towards Objective A to see what we can encounter there. If I do remember correctly, this old battle was recorded not so long after this actual map, Ring, was released, and it was my first time playing a battle on it. And as a side note, I just realized now that this map is actually very tiny. We are already in range of some enemy ships, and they are still inside their own spawn. On the other hand, that also means that our spotting range is coming across the enemy's end of Objective A, so if any ships decides to head in, I will be spotted for sure. I'm not really used to these small maps, to be honest, especially as a cruiser when your concealment is a primordial element of success. But we do have some island cover that we can play around with, and it's about time since we are going to get some action very soon. And the first client of the day is an enemy Japanese cruiser, the Aoba. She's escorted by a very large party of enemy ships, and they also have their CV support. Not a great situation for me since I'm quite ahead of my team already. Right behind the Aoba, the enemy Podvoisky gets spotted. We instantly switch to him and something really weird is about to happen. As soon as my shells are in the air, the Soviet destroyer's health drops to almost 0, and we get the first blood with only a couple thousand damage dealt on him. No idea what happened. That was unexpected, and I still can't really tell how that Podvoisky got damaged so hard and so fast. Although, on the downside, both allied destroyers have decided to head towards D, and the engagement started so fast that I did not even realize my position on the minimap. I had to take evasive maneuvers and lay down my smoke in a hurry, quite in the open, in order not to get instantly erased by the numerous enemy BBs around. And even if our friendly battleships are pushing behind us, I need to keep my eyes open. A is still getting captured by the enemy, so I decide to launch my torpedoes and slowly angle away, ready to hit the throttle and evade if things gets too hot. We do have enemy airplanes in the air still. My retreat is not going to be comfortable, but I'm hoping that my allied battleships will get the enemy's attention long enough for me to try and reposition. Enemy CV kind of wasted his torpedo drop on me, but it was enough to scare me a bit and flush me out of my dissipating smoke. Torpedoes were incoming. Leaving my smoke early was not that bad of a maneuver after all, and oh, what about that? Our torpedoes connected with an enemy. The smoke inside A dissipates at the same time as mine, and the second Aoba, which we hit the torpedo on, gets revealed. Bad luck for you, my friend. And don't mind if I do try to finish you off and claim my second kill before you can even hope to escape. Alright, good start and good initial engagements for us. We traded good damage considering the low amount of health we lost, and I can progress behind cover rather safely, long enough for our smoke to recharge at least. Our team is deployed evenly. We do not have to worry about any crossfire yet, but we already got our hands full here since we have a lot of muscle to deal with. A Fuso, a Dunkirk, a Bayern, along with the Furutaka and hey, the Independence himself. That is a lot of firepower, and one way to deal with firepower is with firepower itself. And since I carry a very good amount of it, I decide to engage the Furutaka in a knife fight. I'm confident we have the upper hand on her since she did not really anticipate my moves. Bayern punishes very hard, missing our citadel thankfully, but dealing a ton of penetration damage. We are still good to go, and we take out the Furutaka. Our engine is knocked out. That's fine since I plan on stopping and lay down my smoke here. And ouch, Fuso, jeez, alright, now that is bad. For the second time, The Japanese battleship teaches what happens when a British cruiser gets shot at, and now we are in trouble. Our smoke is up, but we are quite overextended, and on top of it, my team is falling back from this flank. My allied battleships are in no position to slow down the enemy's progress, and my friendly cruisers are escorting them away, so I am completely isolated here. My mistake though, I should not have pushed in that hard, but now I have to think of a way of getting the hell out of here. I have enough time to maneuver so I can fall back behind the islands to my right. That would be the best option, but I have to keep in mind that the enemy CV is right in front of us, and that airplanes will definitely be on top of us as soon as this smoke is gone. But it's all about isolating yourself from multiple angles of enemy fires, and if I can manage to escape like I plan on doing, I should be able to block line of sight. I can wiggle to bring my torpedoes to bear. I never pass up the opportunity to use them since they are very potent on the Leander. And we are out and away. Out and away, but not undetected. Like I feared, enemy planes were waiting for me, as well as a squad of torpedo bombers. If the CV really wants it, he could take me out right here with a decent drop. I'm trying to focus my AA, but I'm far from being a plane shredder. I'm no Cleveland. But thankfully, the CV decides to save most of his planes for another ship and only sends in these standard bombers. I'm trying my best not to keep a straight course, and it's paying off more or less since the enemy BBs are having a hard time hitting me. I have to grant it for bad RNG and luck as well, but that is something out of my control, although I am not giving up on A. I can be really stubborn when I have a plan in my mind and do everything I can to achieve it. And that plan is to capture Area A and kill the enemy CV, regardless of the danger I will be running into. You can say it's stupid and suicidal, and I would agree, definitely, but since our team is not doing that bad, I feel like I can risk it for a biscuit. Let's just hope that biscuit is worth it. Ooh, another very close salvo from the Fuso. That guy is having a hard-on for me, pardon my French again, and he might take us out if we make one more mistake. That Fuso is actually doing a great job threatening a crucial line of fire. If he was pushing west with his friends, I would have an easy opportunity to flank them from inside Objective A, but he knows it and is contesting that specific angle. I am still alone up there. My teammates really do not want to assist me and are staying in the back, not willing to give me a hand. I can hold the enemy off a bit more, but there is so much my ship will be able to do anymore. If I don't get close support, I could at least use the spotting, since 2 enemy battleships are popping in and out of detection. I have a limited window to deal crucial damage to at least one of them, so I can hope to start capturing A. I know, the Fuso is still there, but I have some plans for him already if he gets too close, since he is pushing inside A now. We launched our torpedoes at the enemy Dunkirk, and since he's showing us a decent broadside, we designate him as our priority target, and it seems like our torpedoes are going to connect. 3 hits on the French battleship, almost erasing him instantly, but we can finish him off with artillery fire anyway. Okay, now it is time to make our move. After securing the kill on the Dunkirk, I decide to hit the engine forward and charge the enemy Fuso. The enemy Bayern is busy fighting our Grafspee in the back, and I can hope that he won't target me. I'm also going to isolate myself with the Fuso thanks to the island, so we can maximize our chance of surviving. And here it is. This is my last stand. The Fuso only has his front turrets available, and I'm trying to track his movement to react accordingly and keep it that way. I launched my first torpedo volley in wide mode, so I can make a corridor he can't really turn away from if he wants to dodge them, and instantly switch side to use my port torpedo system, this time more accurately since I closed in enough distance. Here comes the shot. Thankfully we only eat over penetrations. The Fuso takes 2 torpedoes and cannot evade the followings. We do manage to take him out, earning high caliber and Kraken unleashed. But look who's here. The enemy independence again. This time no means of escape for you since you do not have any backup anymore. I am still quite vulnerable to his airplanes, but I'm hoping I can deal with him before he can set up a proper attack on me. We earned Confederate and we are chewing through some of his health. In the meantime, our team managed to secure and get a hold of the southeast flank, and we are in the lead point-wise and in ship numbers. I'm also capturing the objective, nothing the CV can do against that, and the Graf Spee took care of the Bayern in CQB, well done to her. We are safe from harm, it's all about farming damage on the enemy CV, and we will take him out at some point. That will make our stubbornness worth it, since, like we planned, we managed to capture A and got ourselves the CV to deal with. This is an assured victory, and one we did fought for big time, defending this flank almost alone. So I will just let the video roll for the short remainder of this battle, and meet you guys at the scoreboards.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
And here we go. Victory secured with over 180,000 points of damage dealt. Almost 190,000 actually. Which is pretty damn good at tier 6 if you ask me. Over 7,000 XP earned and 500,000 credits gained. We achieved Confederate, First Blood, an unsurprising Dreadnought considering the large amount of damage we sustained, Kraken Unleashed, and high caliber. That outcome was quite unexpected, since the odds were not in our favor. But we did use the extremely good handling, concealment and firepower of the Leander to our advantage and, combined with luck as always, managed to hold our grounds, securing 6 kills in the process. And this is it for this episode, people. Thank you very much for watching it until the end. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did and you're a kind heart, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, thumbs down, but stay tuned anyway. We do have more content to come about World of Warships. So, thanks again, and until next time, you have a good one, and you take it easy.